man without enemies is a man without qualities. The calm sea never made a skilled sailor. The world is a dark place for one who looks to the table of others. The wise learn more from fools than fools from the wise. Before you utter a word, you are the master. After words, you are a fool. Truth needs no adornment, but a lie is often beautifully dressed. God helps you rise to your feet. A fall is what you can do yourself. Yesterday's failures are today's lessons. May God protect you from bad people. Save yourself from good ones. A kind word is like a spring day. It refreshes the heart. Do not be wise in words. Be wise in deeds. Time is the most valuable currency. Spend it wisely. First mend yourself, and then mend others. The tallest trees catch the strongest winds. If you write down a problem clearly and specifically, you have solved half of it. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Parents teach their children to talk. Children teach their parents silence. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. Respect was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. Friendship is the only cement that will ever hold the world together. He that knows nothing doubts nothing. Do not let success blind you or failure define you. Life is a game. Be a player or be played. A house divided against itself cannot stand. Worry is a misuse of your imagination. Be the change you wish to see in the world. When people have nothing to do, they take up great deeds. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. Experience is the word people use to call their mistakes. Words are free, but how you use them may cost you. Loose tongues are worse than wicked hands. The more you know, the less you need to say. A person is lonely until he finds himself. A heart full of gratitude is a magnet for miracles. Everyone complains about a lack of money, but none complain about a lack of brains. Knowledge is power, but wisdom is its application. A fool is his own informer. Great minds discuss ideas, small minds discuss people. A man should live at least for curiosity. Happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Knowledge does not take much space. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. A guest and a fish start reeking on the third day. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. Fear a goat in front of you, a horse behind you, and a fool all around you. Don't count the days, make the days count. Be not sweet, or else you'll be eaten. Be not bitter, or else you'll be spat out. Focus on the journey, not the destination. God cannot be everywhere at once. That's why He created mothers. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. People make plans, and God laughs. Every strike brings me closer to the next home run. All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Words have magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. Do not plot harm against your neighbor who lives trustfully near you. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Baseless hate is a serious disease. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Sometimes even a liar will speak the truth. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Happiness is found in the heart. It's not about having time. It's about making time. God is a father. Luck is a stepfather. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Do not wait until the conditions are perfect to begin. Beginning makes the conditions perfect. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Our lives no longer belong to us alone. They belong to all those who need us desperately. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. No pressure, no diamonds. Just as no one can be forced into belief, so no one can be forced into unbelief. The key to success is to focus on goals, not obstacles. A snake can change its skin, but not its disposition. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. When you love someone, you love the person as they are, and not as you'd like them to be. If you prioritize knowledge and intelligence, money will continue to come. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. The highest form of wisdom is kindness. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your actions. Everything we do in life is based on fear, especially love. Fear has two meanings. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. We choose not randomly each other. We meet only those who already exist in our subconscious. A ship is safest in the harbor, but that's not what it's built for. If life doesn't change for the better, wait. It will change for the worse. Every moment is a fresh beginning. Being gray of hair means you're simply old, not necessarily wise. The secret to getting ahead is getting started. Life's not as good with money as it is bad without it. The pen is mightier than the sword. All things grow with time, except grief. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Among those who stand, do not sit. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. A hint hits harder than the truth. Life isn't about finding yourself. It's about creating yourself. Lend your money and lose your friend. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Act the way you'd like to be, and soon you'll be the way you act. The smallest deed is better than the grandest intention. It's better to die of laughter than of fear. Patience is not the ability to wait, but the attitude while waiting. Choosing between two evils, a pessimist picks both. Strength grows in the moments you think you can't go on, but keep going anyway. When you have no choice, mobilize the spirit of courage. Life is like photography. You need negatives to develop. Because of money, the world became ugly. The harder you work for something, the greater you'll feel when you achieve it. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. A woman should soften but not weaken a man. Dreams don't work unless you do. Life is short, and it is up to you to make it sweet. Against stupidity, God Himself is helpless. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Not to have felt pain is not to have been human. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. Do what you can with all you have, wherever you are. The scope of one's personality is defined by the magnitude of the problem capable of driving them out of their wits. To handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. The only truly dead are those who have been forgotten. Do not accuse a man for no reason when he has done you no harm. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Luck makes you wise. Luck makes you wealthy. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. The most effective way to do it is to do it. Opportunities don't happen. You create them. When a fool is sent to market, all the merchants are happy. Learn as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die tomorrow. Even in this world, one can taste the joy of paradise. The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Do not say something that should never be heard, because ultimately it will be heard. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. People are like grass in the field. Some blossom, some wither. Don't limit your challenges, challenge your limits. In choosing a friend, go up a step. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. As you do, so will be done to you. Try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. He who prays for his neighbor will be heard for himself. A little progress each day adds up to big results. Poverty is no shame, but it is no great honor either. It's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. A righteous man falls down 7 times and gets up. You don't have to be perfect to be amazing. It is not every question that deserves an answer. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Keeping good silence is harder than talking. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Good eggs may be cleverer than chickens, but they go rotten too quickly. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. Commit a sin twice, and it will not seem a crime. Life is too important to be taken seriously. Judge every person with the benefit of the doubt. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. However sweet love may be, you can't make a stew out of it. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you look for perfection, you'll never be content. If you're going through hell, keep going. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. The world will not disappear because there are many people, but because there are too many non-people. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. When an old maiden marries, she becomes a young wife. It always seems impossible until it's done. If charity cost nothing, everyone would be philanthropists. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. God protects the poor, at least from expensive sins. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. After 3 years, useless things are useful too. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Who finds a faithful friend finds a treasure. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Jealousy has teeth made of iron. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. An obstacle is often a stepping stone. Our heads are round so that thought can change direction. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Dream big, work hard, stay focused, and surround yourself with good people. You only hear 3 voices in this world: the babbling of the stream, Jewish law, and money. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. The truth comes out like oil on water. Work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. God is closest to those with broken hearts. The best revenge is massive success. He who puts up with insult invites injury. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Your soul is nourished when you're kind. It is destroyed when you're cruel. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. If you don't know what you're living for, you haven't yet lived. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. If God lived on earth, people would break his windows. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. Love is a sweet dream, and marriage is the alarm clock. You don't need to be great to start, but you need to start to be great. Do not separate yourself from the community. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. We can endure much more than we think we can. All human experience testifies to that. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. Do not ask questions of fairy tales. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. If they criticize or insult you in public, answer in a way that will shame them. The best way to cheer yourself is to try to cheer someone else up. Sympathy doesn't provide food, but it makes hunger more endurable. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Money will buy you everything but good sense. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Only love gives us the taste of eternity. Make each day your masterpiece.